Here on Earth, certain luxury assets have been valued at sums that rival, and in some cases even exceed, the cost of some of NASA's most ambitious missions. No rocket, no launch window, no mission control, just a purchase. And by the end of this video, we'll reach a comparison so enormous that it challenges how we think about the price of human ambition. Let's begin. Imagine walking into a climate-controlled private garage. No crowds, no museum, just a handful of automobiles. A Bugatti La Voiture Noire, widely recognized as one of the most expensive production cars ever sold, reportedly valued at around $19 million. Beside it, a Ferrari 250 GTO, a McLaren F1, a Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe. Individually, each represents the pinnacle of automotive engineering. Depending on current market valuations, their combined value can rival, or even surpass, the total cost of the Voyager program. Think about that for a moment. On one side, two spacecraft that traveled beyond the edge of our solar system and continue sending scientific data back to Earth. On the other, a private collection of automobiles that spends most of its time parked inside a temperature-controlled garage. Both are extraordinary achievements of engineering, but only one continues exploring the universe. And somehow, the comparisons only become more astonishing from here.
The Mars Rovers versus a single timepiece. Now consider a completely different expression of human ambition. Not a spacecraft, not a laboratory, a mechanical watch. One of the most remarkable examples is Patek Philippe's Grandmaster Chime. In 2019, a limited edition example sold at auction for $31.19 million. The next comparison becomes even larger, because this time, we're leaving Mars behind. The Hubble Space Telescope versus an ultra-luxury superyacht. Now compare that with a very different engineering achievement. Azam, one of the largest and most expensive superyachts ever built. Industry reports place its construction cost at around $600 million. That means it would take roughly 27 Azam-sized superyachts to match Hubble's total lifetime cost. It's an astonishing comparison. And yet, neither represents the largest number on this list, because the final comparison isn't measured in millions or even tens of billions. It's measured in the cost of sending human beings to another world. The Apollo program versus one individual's net worth. Every comparison so far has involved an object, a spacecraft, a collection of cars, a mechanical timepiece, a Renaissance masterpiece, a superyacht. But the final comparison isn't an object at all. It's a fortune, and it forces a remarkable question. How much is it worth to send human beings to another world? For NASA, that answer was the Apollo program. The program's total cost was approximately $25.8 billion. At the time, adjusted for inflation, modern estimates place that figure somewhere between $280 billion and $309 billion. But beside a single person's name, at various points in recent years, Elon Musk's net worth has been estimated between roughly $200 billion and $400 billion, depending on the date and the source making the calculation. That comparison isn't perfect. The comparison isn't about deciding which is more important. It's about understanding the astonishing scale of modern wealth. And perhaps that's the most remarkable discovery in this entire video. Sometimes the most unbelievable numbers aren't found in space. They're found right here on Earth. So, what have these comparisons really shown us? Not that luxury is more important than science, and not that wealth is more impressive than exploration. They reveal something far more interesting. Human ambition can take remarkably different forms. Now we'd like to hear from you. Which comparison surprised you the most? The collector cars? The Grandmaster chime? Or Apollo versus personal wealth? Tell us in the comments below. We read your comments, and many of your ideas inspire future videos on this channel. If you enjoy fact-driven documentaries that separate verified information from internet myths, consider subscribing, because sometimes reality is even more extraordinary than fiction. We'll see you in the next one.